Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We've got live tournament action coming at you right now here on MLG's Shakuris Plateau. I am super excited for this. Let's take a look and see what we've got. We've got Oneshot versus Xamtac. These guys are great players. Give me just a moment and I will tell you what level players we are dealing with here. So let's see. Xamtac, he is a gold level player. He is very active though in the ladder. 1,584 points, pretty stinking good, I'd say. And Oneshot, he is a master level player, so there is a little bit of difference here in skill level, but Xamtac definitely going to be giving it his all at this point, and that is what we like to see. Oneshot will be spawning as the green Terran. I am always mystified why so many Terran players like that army green on their buildings. I mean, I guess it makes sense to me, but I don't know, man. I just kind of like those brighter colors. I personally play Protoss, and I like the orange. That is my favorite color right now. And I really appreciate that color because it makes one of my practice partners and very good friends, Shakoi, very upset because he plays as yellow and he has trouble figuring out which units are his on the map. So that makes me really happy. In the middle of a battle when he's trying to micro. Love being able to throw him off. Anyway, that is kind of a little bit of fun, but probably too much information for everybody out there. However, if you really want to get fun with early game casting, I mean, we're still under 4 minutes here. There's not going to be tons of action. Let's have some fun here. This gateway, you can see here that he has put this down in a perfect location, and it is the shields are going up at exactly the same rate that the HP is. Look at that, 370 for each. 380 for each, 390, and 400 for each. And it does appear that this gateway is going to be completing, nearing 450, 460, 475, 490, and it does complete. My goodness. Unbelievable play there by Xamtac, getting that gateway completed. That is what we like to see. And look at this, Oneshot going to be producing several barracks pretty early in the game. That is also what we like to see. But let's take a look. He is scouting quite a bit in his opponent's base. So good scouting here. Double gateways going down. Cybernetics core is going to be completing here in just a moment. Units tab showing 18 probes to 15 SCVs. But however, our Terran player does have mules on the field, and this orbital command is completed, so he will be getting more. And if you look at that income-wise, those mules can really catch you up in income, and that is just a wonderful thing, and most of the time you will see Terran players doing that. So pretty stinking good there. That's what we like to see. Oh, look at this, chrono boosting out a Stalker and chrono boosting out Warp Gate technology. Trying to stay on top of his economy here pretty well. He's probing up at a pretty nice pace. Look at this, continuing to chrono boost out Stalkers. So, wow, that is kind of interesting. Looks like he is prepared for an attack. Going to be prepared for an attack should it come here any moment. But you know what? Well, we do have Marauders coming, so we may see some early aggression here from Oneshot. So Xamtac judging his opponent here pretty well. He did scout those two barracks fairly early. And it is a good guess to think that, you know, your opponent is going to be pushing out with an early force. Look at this, though. Putting Stalkers out in the middle of the field. Oh, my goodness. If he waited just a moment longer, he would have been able to see. He is going to see this right away. Going to try and get himself back in position. If he had stayed at this other tower for just a moment longer, he would have been in a little bit better shape. Oh, what is he doing? He is now out of position with these three Stalkers. This is going to be very interesting. Oh, look at this. Sneaking those Stalkers by. Very well done there by Xamtac. And now Oneshot going to be backing out, or it looks like he's just going to be waiting. We'll see if he's going to back out here in just a moment. Warp gates are completed. This Zealot going to be coming out. Oh, what are you queuing these guys up for? Don't queue those guys up. Excuse me. Why is he queuing those guys up? There he goes. He's taking them out. There we go. Warp gates are better. Warp gates are definitely better. He does have 3 gates, 1 robo on the field, Oneshot going to be moving into the base here in just a moment, it looks like. Gearing up, he is still streaming units across the map, more and more on the way every minute. And this is going to be a pretty decent sized force here. Oneshot going to be going, looks like, for trying to get an early kill on his opponent. Oh, here comes the sentry. Is he going to get a clutch force field here? Oh, would have been nicer if he could have split that army just a little bit. However, he will be able to hold this off until he can get some more units out. He is going to need some more ranged units at this point. Those zealots for him are just getting obliterated there by those marines and marauders on the ramp. He does have the concussive shell completed. Stim is researching right now. Just barely started. We do have an immortal out on the field. That guy's super effective at taking out marauders. Ooh, and getting a shot off there on that marauder. He is not having a good day. He is definitely under half HP. He says, ouch, I'm out of here. And there they go, moving back out across the map. And looks like Xamtac going to be cruising down here to the low ground. Well, not the lowest ground, but lower than his main. And probably going to be expanding here in just a moment, I would assume. Looks like he is building up some resources for an expansion. Yes, here comes a probe. I would half assume to see a nexus go down here at any moment. There it is right there. And this orbital command now cruising for a bruising here at the natural for Oneshot. Units tab showing that he has got a pretty decent economic advantage. SCVs, he is up to 32 to his opponent's 26. So even though the attack didn't go as well as he probably wanted it to, he was able to force his opponent off of producing probes there for just a little bit so that he would make sure and be able to defend that. Oh, look at this. We do have a robotics bit going down in the main for Xamtac. This could be tons of fun. He is quite a good player. He must not ladder very much. I mean, he's ranked as gold, but man, I mean, he is definitely good. He knows what he's doing. And this is pretty solid play here. So he must not ladder as much as he needs to continue moving up. That is okay. We can tell that he is a good player, and since this is open to all people from any league, it does not matter what league they really should be in, because he cannot smurf an all-league tournament. Let's put it that way. All right, we do have this nexus completed here, so the expansion for Xamtac ready to go. Here comes some probe transfer right away. He is continuing to produce probes from both locations now. Oneshot, though, does have medevacs on the field. Looks like he's going to be moving this factory out across the map as well. All of this, though, being scouted by this observer. So great job there by Xamtac. Lots and lots of barracks. Double tech labs now. And double reactors. This is a pretty scary force, though, moving out across the map. Xamtac really it's gonna come down to some serious micro on his part. He's gonna have trouble defending this. Oh, and look at this. Oneshot gonna be leapfrogging up here. And is he gonna catch this Colossus out of position? Yes, he is. He's gonna get the snipe on this guy before he does any damage at all whatsoever. My goodness. And now Xamtac moving back into his base, his whole army, and this army here on the low ground going to have free reign at the natural. He is in a lot of trouble here. Going to have to truce down here as fast as he can. Probably not going to be able to prevent the snipe of this Nexus. Down goes the Nexus, and now Xamtac going to be in a little bit of trouble. Looks like he's trying to block these guys from retreating, but it's a little strange to me. I would rather have seen him push them back instead of force them to stay, because his whole army disappeared there. There's the GG from Xamtac. Very, very well played by Oneshot. Congratulations. We will be going into game number 2 here very shortly. It is a best of 3. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab. Always alt StarCraft. We'll see you guys then.